I've got an original idea. How about we rank all the actors that have played Batman? Obviously, I know this is not an original idea. It has been done before, many times, but it's never been done before by me at Movie Mecca. So we are going to be ranking all of the actors that have portrayed Bruce Wayne or Batman in live action movies. We are going to be excluding any TV show appearances because for the most part, maybe other than Kevin Conroy, they're all kind of lame. I'm not talking about the voice actors, by the way. I'm talking about the live action appearances, so don't get all up in my shit. Okay, so I've got my list here, and we're ready to go. Looks like this first one we have is Mr. Michael Keaton. What a way to start off. Keaton obviously is a classic for Batman. He's a lot of people's favorite Batman, that's for sure. Also, the one that I grew up on, this one's gotta be super duper. This one has to be super duper. I genuinely do think this is one of the better Batman performances we've ever got. Those two movies, both great. I don't care what you say.
Shame on you. No such thing. One can never have too much power.
Next, we've got Adam West. Now, it depends on what you're into, but if we have to take this on the merits of the actor giving the performance, and only that, this performance obviously is not quite to the level of some of these other ones. So as much as I have fun with it, I think we're gonna put this one in sidekick. Okay, I do enjoy it. Actually, the 1966 Batman the movie is one of my guilty pleasure Batman fares. Okay, next we have Clooney. George Clooney. Now, again, if we're going just based on performance and not the movie as a whole and my feelings towards it, it doesn't really change anything. I'm gonna put this one in villain. This, as much as I love George Clooney, and I do, this has to be one of the most disappointing turns from any Batman piece of media. I just really don't vibe with it. And even when it came out, I was a little kid who loved Batman, who was easily impressed by anything, and it got old to me very quickly then as well. I think it was just a little bit too much of a headache for me. Val Kilmer is next. Now, some people don't enjoy Val Kilmer's movie, but you have to admit, as Batman, he gave us something. He really gave us something. I love Val Kilmer, and I do enjoy him as Bruce Wayne and as Batman. So I'm gonna put him, you know what? I'm gonna put him in super. I think in terms of portraying the character, you can't ask for much more of a thespian than Val Kilmer. He gave it what it needed. And I gotta say, I mean, his performance is obviously a step above Adam West, so he can't be on the same level. Next, we've got Ben Affleck. This might be controversial, but I definitely believe that Ben Affleck got a very short end of the stick when it came to him getting to play Batman. Now, whether that's due to his own stuff or studio stuff, my guess would be a little bit of both. The fact is that we never got him in a solo Batman movie, but we did get him in several DC movies as Batman. I actually like Ben Affleck as Batman, and I think that it kind of grew on me. I wasn't one of those people that hated it when the announcement was made, but I was a little bit reserved in my excitement. And unfortunately, I don't think he got a chance to really prove anybody wrong there. So unless you were already excited, I don't think this performance would have convinced you to go the other way. But I'm going to go sidekick on this one. Look, I can't give it the level of super. And I know that for some of you, this is going to be treasonous because there's quite a few champions behind the Ben Affleck Batman train. And I would consider myself one of them. But if I'm being honest, I don't think he ever got a chance to really give me the Batman that I would have wanted from him. I think had he had a solo movie to really do it, that'd be different. But for now, this is where it's at. Next, we've got Christian Bale. Now, as much as this is probably going to get me canceled, I'm not putting this one in super duper. I'm not actually trying to debate whether or not you care. I'm trying to debate whether or not this is the right move for me. I love Christian Bale, and I think as Batman and as Bruce Wayne, he really did something special, something kind of unprecedented, as he's the only one that got 3 movies back to back to back. It's no doubt that these movies are awesome, and specifically The Dark Knight, one of the greatest superhero movies ever made, and I can't deny that fact. And Christian Bale is, to me, kind of what I think when I think Batman. Admittedly, if Batman in live action pops into my head, that's who I think of. However, I still think Keaton gave me more of the Batman that I wanted, and as you're about to see, I also think Robert Pattinson is kind of the GOAT as Batman. Now listen to me very carefully. I know that Robert Pattinson does not play a good Bruce Wayne, and I know that this tier list, I might have mentioned that we're talking Bruce Wayne and Batman, but to me, the performance he gives as Batman is so spot on, at least to my own personal tastes, that it's GOATed. It's probably my favorite Batman at the moment, the movie and the actor. Now listen, I can be vulnerable with you guys and tell you that because the odds of really anybody seeing this video are low, but if you do see it and you disagree, just know we can still be friends, man. You know, it's all about taste and personal preference at the end of the day. Mine's gonna be a little bit different from yours. And I gotta say, I can't take anything away from Christian Bale. If you think he's the best Batman, I'm not necessarily gonna disagree with you or tell you that you're wrong. I think that it's a perfectly valid opinion to have. All right, guys, that was it. My spicy, hot, scandalous, and a little bit controversial ranking of the actors who have portrayed Batman. I don't think the crook area here was necessary. Looking at it now, there was nothing. I either hated it, like I did with George Clooney, or I was okay with it, or I loved it. So I guess that's kind of a gray area. I've gone on too long, and you guys know we like to keep these videos short, so please like the video, subscribe if you're down for that sort of thing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.